G'day team, welcome back to another episode of Living with Flair. If you watched the last episode, you will have seen we finished up in Wedge Island, just up north of Perth. Scored a pretty stunning day. There's a few rain squalls going through, but it's creating these pretty cool rainbows. I'm not sure if you can see it off in the background there, just behind Stevie. Yeah, it's really cool. Just went for a bit of a paddle, no waves, but yeah, the water's really nice and warm. It's the first time I haven't had to wear a wetsuit in ages. So that's a good sign heading north. But yeah, we're just going to enjoy the beach. Stevie's about to head out for a little paddle herself. I'll send the drone up, go and shark watch for her. But yeah, hope you enjoy these drone clips and what we get up to this week. Have fun.
Sitting by the fire watching those sparks play. You're looking like a goddess in this fading light. I wish that I could lay here with you all night. I wish that I could lay here with you all night. I wanna wake up next to you every day. You don't wanna rush things, but I can't wait. You make me feel like I live in a dream.
We've just arrived at Sandy Cape. Yeah, Sandy Cape. Cool camping spot here on the beach. Set up there behind us. Just rigged me rods up. We rocked up a bit late at the Savo. It's quite overcast and gloomy. But there was enough light for me to just climb to the top of that sand dune over there. Have a bit of a look. There's lots and lots of seaweed, lots of rocks around, so there's kind of limited as to where I can fish without getting snagged by the looks, but I might even go for a dive tomorrow and check it out a bit closer. Stevie's down here trying to catch a squid. It's her favourite thing to eat, so she's always trying to catch squid wherever we go. No luck yet. But yeah, supposed to be here for the next few days, weather permitting. So hopefully I can figure this place out and manage to get a few fish. Just gonna have a bit of a flick the Savo in a sand patch just around the corner there, and try and avoid the snags and the weed. Shouldn't have walked on the rocks. I told you that's where they'd be, eh? Beauty, yeah. Now I got some fresh bait.
That's massive. I just want to do a shout out to Gemma for my lucky fishing hat she bought me for Christmas. Ew. So we woke up to a much better day today. Nice and sunny, beautiful blue skies. Very lucky. So we're just staying over there. You can see the car. But we're gonna go, me and the dogs are going on a little adventure. Look at this little one staying by my side. And Zara's down there getting a head start. So I'll show you the top, because obviously the sun's out now, and you can see what it looks like. So Josh just went for a dive. He just got his crayfish license, because over here you need a license to, or like a permit to catch crayfish. So we just bought that online, and then he just went out. But apparently the water is a bit murky, and I think he's just personally a bit scared of sharks, but he reckons there's just lots of seaweed and you can barely see anything. So anyways, needless to say, he came back in, but I'm going for a squid, and obviously the dogs love fishing, so they're coming with me. I'm going all the way over there.
And girl, you are the sunset to me. Tomorrow comes and it's still the same. These feelings that I have for you, they still remain. I wish that I could tell you how I feel.
Alrighty, so we've just packed up. As you've seen in the last few days, we've been exploring this awesome little spot here at Sandy Cape. We had this grouse spot right on the waterfront. Pretty cool. Wind's getting up, as you can probably see behind me, so we're packing up. Supposed to get a bit of weather, maybe a storm or two, the Savo, so try and find somewhere out of the weather a little bit. Not too sure exactly where we're heading. Your guess is as good as ours, but we'll show you guys where we are when we get there.
So it's pretty windy here, so hopefully you guys can hear me, but we've just driven back into Durian Bay just to get a couple of things and do a little bit of work. But I'm just going to show you guys the storm that's brewing and coming for us. So here we are. Here's the storm coming. It's windy and cold. It's coming for us, so we better batten down the hatches. Oh, it's freezing. I'm gonna go put some clothes on. Ah! Go find somewhere safe. So we've got some sun today, a little bit nicer weather, and so we've just come down to the waterfront. I just want to show you guys the turquoise water here in Dongara, or Port Denison, Dongara. So the last few nights we stayed at one of the caravan parks in Dongara. So we just sort of caught up on a lot of work there and just sort of checked out the town, because when we first got in it was very, very terrible weather. So it was like cyclone weather. So yeah, we managed to sort of get a spot where we could sort of stay out of the wind a little bit. But yeah, so when we first got into Dongara it was pretty crazy, but then yeah, the weather shaped up pretty nicely, so it's a pretty nice spot there. So if you ever gone past, definitely stop in. So we've packed up now, we've just come down to the beach, and I know we're probably going to spend most of the day here and go for a fish. We both have our footy games on this afternoon. Broncos and Cowboys play, so we'll be watching that down here as well tonight, I assume. But yeah, what are you up to?
Just rigging up. About to slay some fish, or slay nothing.
Yeah, anyways, I'll show you guys.
Morning guys. Well, last night you wouldn't believe what I caught. If you guessed sweet FA, then you'd be 100% right. Yeah, we got
seaweed.
Yeah, lots of seaweed. This morning we've gotten up early. We've come to the next beach up north. It's a pretty nice spot actually. I just sent the drone up for a look around. So yeah, enjoy these clips, and then we're going to go do a bit more exploring today.
Running for I remember telling all my friends I gotta find their view. I remember my mother calling out from the bottom of the street. And I remember watching all the birds flying from the trees. And I'll go, oh, where the ocean beats my feet. And I know, oh, this is where I'm meant to be.
There's Boggy. Well,
What? So is that a tail?
it's not a tailor,
So I was going to say, that's not a tail.
and I don't know if
What is it?
I think it's a drummer, and I definitely just jagged him. I think he just swam through my thing.
Oh. So you didn't even try to eat it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Ah!
He just cleaned it.
I think it's a drummer, we call him drummer back home. I don't think they're very good eating, so I'll send him back. I don't even think he ate the lure, I think he just swam straight through it. But it was a bit of fun, so we'll send him on his way. This is Maui's favourite part, I think. Hey.
Now we say bye-bye to the fishy. Oh, it's boggy sand.
Stevie missed it, she was off dawdling. But got a fish, baby. Nice little tailor on the stick bait. Haven't decided, we'll keep him, either eat him or use him for bait. Because we're very short on bait at the moment. Yeah, that was good fun. Alrighty, so we're just stopping in at Balungu Springs before we make our way into Cape Burning and Geraldton. We're going to go for a look around, but basically this spot was a site of tragedy where the European settlers had conflict with the traditional owners of the land. So they got this good little info board here. So we'll go for a look around, show you guys. I just want to pay our respects to the traditional owners and the first people of the land, the southern Yamachi people. So you guys can pause and read that if you like, but basically the indigenous decided they wanted to stand up and fight for their land, so a bunch of families and tribes in the area gathered at this spot here, yeah, to stand up and fight. And I think it said about 300 to 400 of them, and yeah, basically the settlers came and wiped them out.
The Yamaji people say to throw sand in the water to acknowledge the Bumara, the rainbow serpent, to ensure protection, otherwise bad luck will befall you.
We definitely don't want bad luck, so with our sand. He went along there, didn't he?
Look, you just cut that part. It went all over me, by the way.
Alright, so that was a good little stop off, little bit of history. It's crazy how many of these sites there are around Australia. We've come across a fair few of them now. So yeah, just once again like to acknowledge the Southern Yamadji peoples, the traditional owners of the land. But we're gonna head and go check out Cape Burney and see if there's any waves.
Alright, we're at Cape Burney. There's no waves, so we're just gonna keep sending it north. We're gonna wrap up that video there. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment.
And don't forget to tune in next week as we continue living with Flair, baby.